Okay, so there's a reason why I'm making this video. I had an issue with how short this cable was for the AMS. Now I know I could just probably order one from Bambu, but well, I want multiple sizes, so yeah, it doesn't reach. So we're gonna build a longer one. Okay, what you're gonna need is a pair of scissors, 4 different color markers, masking tape, a tape measure to measure the length of the wire. You're gonna need pin connectors. This is a Molex Microfit 3.0 dual row 4-circuit connector, male and female. You're going to need the pins for those connectors. You're going to need a crimping tool, 04B, and we're going to be using 0.05, so the very last one here, right there. Okay, it slides in here, slides in there. And then we're going to be using a wire crimping tool, 22 gauge, since our wire is 22 gauge. Then the wire. So the wire is 22 gauge 4 silicone wire, tinned copper. It's rated for 600 volts and 200 degrees Celsius temperature, which is probably overkill, but it'll do the job. Okay. And right here's an example. I already made one, and it worked for me. So maybe this will work for you. All right, let's get building. Okay, there we go with the build. For the extension, so I did the liberty of cutting the pieces of tape. So they don't need to be very big, just small enough to wrap around the wire. Okay. All right. So let's grab some wire here. We're actually going to, let's do under 12 feet of wire. Under 12 feet of wire? I think we should. Correct. 12 inches. 1 foot. We got 1 foot extension piece here. Now you can do this any size, really, but we'll do 12 inches. Just mark it with one hand, grab your snippers, and snip. Okay. Flip the wire back up here. Alright, let's see what we got here. And it's pretty good. 12 inches. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take tape that you cut, you measure down a little more than an inch. And you're just going to do a tape over flat right across here. Okay. Like that. To both sides. A little more than an inch. Okay. Around. Trying to round it, so just do it flat. Okay, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to take the marker Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start from the opposite side of the white here. And I'm going to do the far line black. Now on this side, the same thing. Far line black. Flip it over. Do the same. So black on that side. Go black over here. And black over here. Okay. And we'll take red. We'll do red next to black. Okay. And this is just a color code so you know which wires are which, because, well, a little difficult to tell on these all black ribbon cables. Okay. So here. And we'll take yellow.
Use it to grab one in.
Go over. Another yellow. Okay. And the last one, blue, for the last wire. Go over.
Can you make these two buttons less?
Alright. I can go ahead and flare these wires out down to the tape mark. That's it out. I do it anyway. I don't like that. Same with the other side. Okay. Alright. And then we're gonna strip the wire. Now we're gonna do maybe a little less than an inch, a quarter of an inch. A little less than a quarter of an inch. Just do them all the same. Try to anyway. Less than a quarter of an inch. I'd actually say it's closer to an eighth of an inch, but a little more than an eighth. Let's go here. Okay. Okay. That's all the sides. You're hearing stuff in the background. It's my kid watching YouTube. Okay. Clean up my mess. Wire strips. Okay. Alright, so this is what we got.
You found 6 toys.
Okay. Pretty close to the same, I'd say. Okay, it doesn't matter what you start with. If you start with the female or the male. Okay, so we're actually going to start with the male side.
In place.
Go ahead here. And if you look at these, hard to. There's a good image. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay. So right where the split is, that's where you want the end of your silicone wire covers to go. And kind of press the little tabs on the outside, squish it so your wire will stay. And then we're gonna crimp. Alright, so now we're going to take the male side, which is this one here. It's got the little lip on it. Okay. And then you want to go with the wider square end. I'll put them in this way. Okay, this is where the coloring kind of comes in. Doesn't have to go this way, but as long as the colors go in the right slots that you put them in, as you follow this video, you'll be just fine. All right, so let's start with black. Okay, black we're gonna put over in this corner here. So if you look at it, right there. Okay. All right. When you're doing this, if you hold it just like this, okay, Where you crimped it and you can see the crimp, that's going to be, we're going to call it up. And we're going to push it in there and it should go click. There's one. All right, now we're going to go with red. Red's just going to go the opposite of black. Okay. Here, click. Okay. And then we're going to go with, let's see here, yellow. Okay. And then we're going to go with blue. Blue is going to be right above black, right next to yellow. They should all be in there pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And this is why we mark the colors, okay, on both sides. So we know where the wires went to. And if you can look inside here, the pins are in there. And they're even. That's how you know they're in there all the way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and crimp the other side since it's the same as doing the male end. We'll speed through that and we'll come back once we start plugging them into the back of the female. Here. Now we're going to use this. Since these are done, as you can see, they're all crimped. It's the same as the male. The female is the same as the male as far as crimping. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to go look at it like this, for instance. Okay. I'm going to start with black again. Okay. So if we look at it like this, turn it Only thing with this, when you put them in there,
Oh, little kitty.
opposite. So
Oh, little kitty.
you hold it like this.
Uh-oh. Here's Turbo.
The not
Uh-oh.
crimp side is gonna go up. Okay. So black is gonna go up here in this corner. And we're just gonna put it in there. Here, click. Here, click. You're gonna hear it click. Okay. And then we'll go red. Red's gonna go the opposite side. Okay. Of black. Okay. And then we'll go blue. Now we'll go yellow. Yellow will go on the bottom side. Again, the smooth side goes on the top. You'll feel it click. And then the last one is the blue. And that is the same. You have the smooth side up. Push it in. You should hear it click or feel it click. Okay, like that. Females in. Alright. Alright. And then what we do is take the tape off. And there's your wire. Okay. Let's test to see if it works, shall we? Okay, so I'm at the A1 Mini. Let's go ahead and plug this in. So this is going to be your female end of your AMS, which put this over here, and this is your male end of your extension cable. Okay, put it in like you would with your regular, how you would connect the AMS to the A1 Mini. Okay, that's in there as you can see. And then we're going to go ahead and plug the female end with a little clicker on the bottom. And let's get it in there. Alright, it clicks in there. It's got the tab underneath to release. Okay, so there you have the extension cable. Let's see if it works. Let's power this on. Okay, we're going to look to see. Everything seems to be cycling. Alright, everything's lit up. Now let's see it cycle through all four. Okay, cycle through all four. Okay, there it is. Now let's go down here and see if it cycled through those, which it did. That bottom one's yellow, it's just bright. Perfect.